That bristleback's gonna run him down. Get to safety!
Thank the Forge you were here.
Get inside until it's safe.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Looks like some sort of quarry. Shock could do a lot of damage. Let's do it. It's a ruin from the old world. But I could find something interesting inside.
We'll get you out, don't worry.
Mighty thankful to you, Savior.
Just Aloy is fine.
Aaron mentioned you're not one for fancy titles.
You're Vanguard.
Well, here to escort Wadis's delicate behind to the embassy.
If we can get rid of these bristlebacks.
Captain said to keep an eye on Chainscrape, then these ugly lugs showed up.
Gave the first one a good beating.
But didn't quite have time to roll out of the way when it fell.
Told you it wasn't a good idea to eat that much before heading out.
I should probably get going. You know where I can find Aaron?
Captain went chasing after more bristlebacks further west.
Just follow the sound of cursing and you'll find him. Now, if you see any more of these bristlebacks...
I'll make sure to roll out of their way.
Might want to take some of these with you as well. They're handy in a pinch.
Thanks.
Stay safe, Aloy.
Okay, what do we have in here? Looks like this door needs some kind of key module. Maybe there's one in the ruin? Some data survived. A crate. This should be useful. There's a code for the locked door in this data. But I still need to find a key module. There. That should be enough wild meat for Milduf. Okay, gotta find a key for the door. There's more of the ruin down here. Where to now? down here. Well, I can't reach the ledge above now. Guess I'll have to find another way up. All that. Down it goes. Okay. Now where does this lead? The key module. Okay, let's see if this key fits. There. Looks like this needs a code, too. I think some of the data I picked up might help. I'm in. What is this thing? Guess I'll hold on to it for now. Might find a use for it later. Send this to my stash. This whole area is really...
Hey! You! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers!
It's always something.
Hold tight! I'll see what I can do.
Try luring them into the tripwires. Nah, why kill it like that? What do you think the tripwires are for?
Now's my chance!
Hey, fine! Kill them however you want! Tripwires are better, though!
What's the last one?
Hello, Red. What a day, what a day.
Thank the Forge you showed up. Tripwire's handy, but she nothing's a youngin's game. Come on over. Let me give thanks proper-like. I see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do.
South, after more bristlebacks?
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster. Not just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Did something happen? Let me guess.
Back when I had a place in town, he took a real... kept pressing for the Ulven discount. I can't prove it, but that Jeff felt it best to put some...
Cable car operator told me the bristlebacks. Do you know anything about...
How is old Karn? Back in the day...
Anything about...
No. Karn said true. Just lucky for me, I've got you in the van.
I should get going.
All your blasting bristlebacks. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial?
Maybe. So Aaron headed south. I should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus. tracks. For the errands and the vanguards. Pack's full, but my stash has room. Sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
Another one down!
Now this is what I was forged for. No ledgers to fill. No boring mid-afternoon patrols. Just a hammer. Just the fight. Aloy?
Errand! Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest. I could drop those logs on the machines. If I can get them under. Those bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows. I could give me an edge in the fight.
Like hammer to metal. Smashed him good. like hammer to metal. Hey, Lloyd. You might have to meet me halfway here. Ah! Oh. Caught me at my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs? Oh. I'm good. Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire... what we did... it didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really? Well, that's great. I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part, that's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone? Now that figures.
Erend! I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming. Oh, this just keeps getting better. Huh. Listen, I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this sun priest, Studius Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry? Yeah, that'd be a first.
Where is this coming from?
Hey, just, forget. It's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the battle at the Spire, you took off. You left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Erend, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but... what I've been doing... life on Earth is in danger. And only I can save it.
Your life on Earth?
Yeah. Everything dies unless I succeed.
Well, then let me help. Oh,
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it. Not even to people I care about.
oh, so much for being useful. Okay,
Errand! By the forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you.
That doesn't sound good.
You'll have to handle that one on your own. We'll only slow you down.
I can grab this from my stash later.
You, Red? Thought you'd pay us a visit. I'll take care of this.
Clueless.
So you decided to visit the hunting grounds. Good on you. Isvad here has all kinds of trials, so hotshots like you can put their machine hunting skills to the test. Or as the Tenakth call it, earning your stripes.
I thought hunting grounds were Karja.
The Tenakth have them out west, too. Though if you ask the Karja, Westerners stole the idea from the Sundom. In fact, the Tenakth used this place for a while after they kicked the Karja out of the region. They even left behind some of the special coins they handed out to those who earned stripes. Look, they're medals, Karja ones. More spoils. I heard you can trade them for gear somewhere in the Tenakth clan lands. Pretty gruesome, I know. Then again, so were the Karja during the Red Raids. Come to think of it, if you plan on going west, I could convince Isvad to give you some, if you earn stripes here. Seems like they might be of use to you out there.
Thanks.
You need anything for the trials, come see me. I have some wares I'm sure you'd find handy. Good luck. You need the right gear if you're going hunting. Thanks for stopping by.
You wish to...
Practice your hunting skills, Savior? Here to train for the hunt, Savior? Savior, the hunting grounds are open to you. Time to train, Savior? If you're looking for medals prized by the Tanakh... Oh, and I'd like you to consider in my thanks for... You can head down the ropes to start the trial.
I found my cauldron. Help me out over this machine.
You need the right gear if you're going hunting. Happy hunting.
Spot it. Gotta move.
This is for you, Savior. Grounds are all yours. Just use the ropes to jump in. I can set up a different challenge if you so wish. These grounds are always open to you. I hold these hunting grounds to the highest Carja standards. Grounds are all yours. Just use the ropes to jump in. You did well. Your reward, Savior. Grounds are all yours. Just use the ropes to jump in.
Next idea. Okay, then.
Your reward, Savior. Remain vigilant in your travels, Savior. You wish to practice your hunting skills, Savior?
Ready to practice your hunting skills, huh? Thanks for stopping.
You won't find trials like these anywhere else. Until you return, Savior.
Cook should know what to do with this. Looks like the Ostrom decided to put up a fight. Good time to pull that shot. One less machine. Incoming. Another one down. Got an opening. One less machine. Another one down. quarry's safe.
Stranger, come on over here. We got a call. I don't know what Honora's doing out here, but consider yourself owed. We tried to hold off, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full...
Is everyone okay?
We lost some good people, but we would have lost the whole quarry. Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work, but Chain Scrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
You need the whistle to get back to work?
Me and my crew were just little cogs out here. Can't lift it, cause if we work without his say-so, he'll ban us.
Elvin holds that much power?
He's got the money and connections to snuff our fires for good. Almost feels like we stood a better chance with the bristlebacks.
What are you and your crew working on?
We're supposed to be working Alvin's claim, digging out stone to show our barren light. But the work stoppage and the bristlebacks cut us short. Never seen those blasted things in a dump before. Where in Forge Fire did they come from?
I'm not sure. I need to get going.
Thanks to you, that might actually be...
I think I've cleared out most of the bristlebacks. Chain Scrape can get back to work now. I'll go give Ulvund the good news. What he's to. Then maybe this embassy can finally happen. Javald said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry. I should see if there's anything in the back of the valley. Dead bristleback, waterfalls. I'll check it out. Looks like it died on impact. Maybe it charged off the cliff up there. I better keep following the trail up. Okay, I think I have enough bitter leaf. Another dead bristleback? Gemstone. It's green like blaze, but it's hard and shiny. I wonder if merchants would be interested. mine. And a lot of broken trees. It's like a stampede went through. Is this where the bristlebacks came from? But how? Unless this cave leads out of the daunt. I can refill my patch with these later. The old cart tracks collapsed. It looks recent. Guess I'm not going that way. There's smoke from deeper in the mine. An explosion? Bristlebacks. So they did come through here. They must have gotten trapped. And I have to take them out before I can look around. Better take a look at where the smoke's coming from. There's a lot of smoke. Looks like the mine runs pretty far back. There's a dead end. Bristleback must have collapsed these tracks too. Here to blast a mountain open. And there's a note on one of the barrels. It's not addressed to Oland. Looks like this mine was supposed to be shut down. They must have gotten greedy. Kept blasting deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found. Oland was secretly blasting in the mine, trying to squeeze it for all it's worth. Until Bristleback stampeded through. Maybe the explosions blew a way open? But from where? Get Ulvin to blow the whistle, then Wadis to bear light.
Savior? What?
Picked up the bristleback trail. Looks like they stampeded out of
The mine? How could...
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were...
For the love of Dawn, Those tunnels, they run for miles. No, you don't think...
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. If this is true, an inquiry.
All right, I'll keep... I need to go.
Of course.
I'm gonna find out where the bristlebacks came from. I need to have further rest. Another reason to get the embassy going?
Hey, Ray. Change your mind about that? To revel in some strike, sister?
I was just...
First timer, huh?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot... I'll give you something special if... All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but pick up that machine piece to your right. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try with that machine on your right? Now move the piece close enough to... When you'll be testing your machine's... A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, and your current machine has... So in total, your machine's combat power, since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, this means your machine... Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart... Finish up by... Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases. Overcharging lets you attack. It will damage your machine, so use it your own. Let's try doing that now. That's about it for your turn, Nick. Now, I'll let you in. That machine of yours, the one closest to me,
Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them now. Red shows the machine's weak point. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory point. You don't have 7 of them yet. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you open, by the look of your machine, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes, overcharge your machine to attack mine. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, you're gonna receive your victory, which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points. That's why sometimes losing a piece can't. Now, you'll notice you did, but that means that wasn't so hard. Just remember to always, you'd be surprised yet. I know it saved my butt.
I'll try and...
Oh, these are all my spare pieces. It's a small set, but you might even fancy. They've got all kinds of unique, though they'll need the right material. Or you might find them. No, I've lost my fair share of pieces after brew hop. No need to thank me. Now, if you feel like I could even teach you a few more.
Thanks.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter. Knowing when and how to use them can mean that terrain mainly affects your machine's combat. As you know, you compare it the higher your machine's so finding the right terrain is here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to it. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points. It's also standing on forest terrain. Add those together. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0. It's also not attacking, which means, so my combat power, this means go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain it can also help defend. Grab your other piece and place it in front of. Since it's standing on grassland terrain, this terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's my machine can't use their attack powers since they're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare you'll see that you won't be able to. Whenever you're unable to top, you can still choose to attack and go ahead, try it out and see. See? When you break a machine's sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage. But knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to it. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving, it would have received and if my machine had been blocked by that machine, that's why breaking a machine's defense useful, right? There's still one more thing. All right, as we've seen, however, this is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not well, I think that's a promise it'll all. Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the piece? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth, and you can spend up knowing what each building an army that is the key. When assembling your army, first and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same. With that in mind, how far they can move or how much attack, but a real strike player will be. Let's take a quick look, shall we? All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks. In other words, if you look at your notes, you can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee-type machine attacks the first... We've seen this plenty of... So, just move that... Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner-type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and in your... so we can take... Let's go with... This is a ram-type machine. Attack an enemy with it, and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great your opponent if they have... Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece. A dash-type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range. Every machine in its path, including your... So make sure you take a good look at the board. You should also make sure it's able to finish its... Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your... You'll notice this particular... There's quite a few, but I'm pretty sure it's got... I think that about... All right, let's... The Tanakh like to say that we each get a set and each to win. It can be tricky, remember? So we use these... You see that number? That there is no help the distance they can strike from. And since you take a look at your notes. We're... And try with... Now move the piece when you'll be a this and so since and so this knew you were a fin. Now you can make your machine try. That's now. That you can see him marked blue. Hit him now. Here. Now let that off. You don't. Go ahead. You've already. But and by you'd be sacrificing what's over. Ain't that now? We good news. You're which means that's now. But that means. Let's play. Okay, let's see. That's it for me. I'm up. Your move, Red. Time to get serious. Looking good for you, Red. Guess luck's not on your side today, Red. Good luck. You're up, Red. Time to make my move. Board's all yours. my turn. Your turn. Okay, let's see. Your move, Red. Ah, not that easy to get through my machine's armor, is it? Time to get serious. Board's all yours. That was brutal. Oh, I thought I had that one. Come back anytime, Red.
Still here, I see.
If chain scrape is on Karja land, shouldn't it—
The sensibilities of good Osram folk, of course. You think a Karja can head this— Ah! The magistrate can barely make—
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say—
Anyone who has followers has authority. I mean, I'm practically its found, and its honest folk know I'm into—
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock,
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kill. Shouldn't take more.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay—
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather round. The savior of Meridian has done it again.
What?
The bristlebacks are defeated. You.
What?
Sound the whistle. Chain scrape is open for business.
Yay.
And Ulvund has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah!
That's more like it!
Yeah!
Woo!
Ha-ha!
Yeah! Yeah!
Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do. Well, the chain scrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I set— What east, off to Barren Light.
Ulvund must be rude.
Outfit!
time!
Red.
If I were a silver man... salute you.
I never forget.
To which the boar says, "What? You need a carpenter?"
Brought out only the good stuff for you, Red. Seeing as you got that whistle blowing.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hammer fixed for days.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time. I promise you won't be disappointed. Come back anytime.
Now can I get this fixed?
I can fix your tools. Afraid there's no fixing you.
Round. What are you saying? Yeah, you.
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says...
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, buddies. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. giving a guy a backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first. And maybe take Petra up on that drink.
Are you ready?
We need the last supplies to come in.
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Just stop.
Where are we? So, you look...
Actually,
But you're just nuts. I am with a
I'm not a customer.
I got it. Triple the powder. It'll blow. Boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I...
Then you are in the right...
How would you like to be the proud owner of the world?
Explosive, done in one, machine wrecking.
Yet perfectly safe.
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search...
Sounds like you had a...
Let's just say that opening another isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
So, she's your partner?
My apprentice. And there was an incident.
Involving explosives?
Boom!
And Dad's precious homebrew.
Huh. Tell me more.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some car. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior. Effective? Yeah. But coming out and I am on the brink of...
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's... Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better, namely with explosive
boomsticks.
Why not both?
That... I need the parts to make the first...
Well, for starters, charger horns. Intact.
Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before otherwise... But the real innovation, keep it to yourself.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow its sky...
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours.
You have a deal.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from... Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grading. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried to come all this way and...
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever. But the refugees mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual.
Huh. Never heard them
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja aren't, but overall they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack... Maybe you could...
So the bristlebacks...
You're a pig. Blasted things, those bristlebacks. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Olvin's plans. Now, if only there were some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could bristlebacks and the Daunt help Olvin?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Carja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
About that, I think the bristlebacks came out of Olvin's old mine.
Now there's a spark that could light a fire. Can you prove it?
I'm working on it.
By the forge. Grab my...
I thought you'd be back in free...
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, but realized it was running smooth. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around.
What else can you tell me about the
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow. At least, not anymore. They're some other... But whatever side of the sun they're on, their peace don't seem to want for nothing except a place to...
So they're just camped outside, blocking entry to a wrecked...
Don't rightly know. But should they ever wise up and salvage it? A storm... And if they get there first, then by... Not that Toland Cleanbrokers...
Who is this Tolland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Ulvin go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire, those two.
So Tolland works for Ulvin?
Ha! Ulvin might think so. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between...
So about...
Around here, everything.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need... So he jangled purses all over Main Street, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt. That my thing is... All the bankers back and the Sun King can revoke. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign up.
This concession decree.
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any stone and timber claims couldn't... No more risk, no more hesitation for investors to claim to pour in the shard. And since Olvind has a stake in all, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram munis, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old... Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign...
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the ref...
Much appreciated. They have it...
Petra said Tolland has a shop here in Chainscrape. I could have a word with him first.
Ah, finally! Is that the...
You know what we need? Proper survey of the valley. Last time, we already got that. You call it squiggles on a piece of paper from that.
It's you. The machine hunter that bailed out the Karja.
Never heard it put that way before.
What do you want?
Heard you've been hassling refugees up by the cliffs.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. There's salvage up there. A stormbird. Nailed them myself with a harpoon here in town. Not an easy shot if I do say so myself. It clipped its wing. And it crashed into the old tower up there. Killed it quick. Yeah, so if anyone's hassling anyone, it's the Shadow Karja filth that's blocking the way up to my claim.
And you're ready to crack some skulls to get to it?
No need. It's a raggedy bunch. Probably all starved before I have to lift a finger.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, we will, won't we? Now shop's closed to Karja lovers. On your blasted way. I told you to vacate my blasted shop.
You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone, not just against machine. Name's Oder. Best place to practice close... Say, you, the savior of Meridian.
Who?
The Enduring. A legendary Tenakth fighter. The master of... I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this. It's how the warriors get so... And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring...
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into three clans, 3 capitals, 3 training. My guess is you'd have to... The Tenakth don't kill you on sight, but that's a far spark in the wind. As I also offered...
Who would I be fighting?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the other. We only use dual blades and these drunken fools will run. You have to leave everything but your spear, but I'll look after your So, what do
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
If you keep repeating the same attacks, your enemy will dodge them. Vary your attacks and combinations. Make yourself less predictable. Come on. If your opponent keeps blocking, then use a heavy attack or a power attack to break through. Either that or hit them from behind. Close attention to your opponent's stance. Read their intentions. Choose your attacks to break their defense.
Should be enough wild meat for Mildef.
You think your spear can deal with that armor? Use attacks to energize your spear. Then hit your opponent with a heavy or power attack to blast the armor off. That energy doesn't last forever. Shoot the glowing part of your opponent before the energy fades. That spear can give you the edge in battle. Keep energizing it, and then your enemies. Triggering those energy blasts should help you vanquish your opponents.
That should be enough wild meat for Mildef.
Let's test your skill. Right, well, again, I see how you earned your reputation. Impressive attack. Good series. You fight well. Good. A good series of attacks. Good. Good. I see how you earned your reputation. An impressive attack. Plan and execute. Challenge is over. Guess I win.
Should be enough wild meat for Mildef.
Ignoring
How fast? Good. Good series of good. You fight well. I see how you earned your You fight good. You fight well. Good.
Alvin
Good.
said no one could clear out the machine.
Yield. I yield. Well fought, friend.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Ooh. Sir, here, have this.
Thank you.
Don't be a stranger now. Come back whenever...
Okay.
Good luck out there.